What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? How are we feeling? How are we shaking? What's cracking? Yeah, Halloween is Friday, but it's almost Halloween. It is spooky season right now. It will be Halloween fairly soon. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, everybody. Let's pop that there. Kick that off. All right. All right, folks. How are we tonight? Who do we got tonight? We have, of course, Sharkmouth. Welcome, Jappy Grizel, Chris Chaos, True Yellow Dart. Hello, hello. What were we building? Yeah, I was building something here. See, today's video is why I'm scared to do stuff that's not deck-related content, because nobody watched it. And my podcast is usually popular, but this topic people just didn't want to see. So I'm very scared to do off-deck content, to put hours of work into it, and then have nobody watch it. So it's very scary for me. Because I could spend 5-6 hours editing something, and then nobody sees it. So I don't know, I've got to reevaluate. But it is a very good podcast. I am very proud of it. I feel like we really got into a lot of good stuff. Hey, what's up, Totally Henley? How you doing? I do feel like we did a good job with it, though. I don't think we need Murata. We need a better 3-drop too. Or do we? Should we just abandon this and really bring power? Let's hold steady. I had an idea I had an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it certainly is an idea. I might go back to Ultra Aggro. Now the question is whether I want to put white in it. You know? That's going to be the real question. That's going to be the real question, whether or not I put white in it. Although I could do Dirge. I could do Dirge. I could do Dirge. I think I might do Ultra Aggro. Hazoret. We need max speed for that. Red, white, green. I'm not a fan of that. Gestalt mode. Gestalt mode wouldn't be terrible. Gestalt mode wouldn't be the worst thing. Und Gestalt mode. Gains haste until the end of turn. Dirge. Let's see what haste is 1. How about that? Flaming Effigy. That's not terrible. Does avoid some problems. Hey, what's up, Soups? Devil? I don't think there's a devil card. Ah, Perforating Artist. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, what's up, Kid Dumpling? That's interesting. We could do that. 22 mana. Alright. Not great on, do one of those Verges. I haven't really done much with Black Cat yet, maybe. But I'm thinking right now. Cavern of Souls, not really necessary. I'm really trying to think of something to get under the meta, to be really aggressive, and to really hurt people quickly. To really, because I feel like we gotta go fast, we gotta go real fast. We gotta go Sonic Spinball fast, you know what I mean? Like, we really gotta move. Repeatedly, over and over again. Just push. I realize I didn't add any new cards into this. I might have to remedy that. Multiversal Passage. See if there's any new cards that I can add. Our creature gains haste until the end of turn. Flying Haste, Lava-Born Goblins, Skittering Kidder, Full Throttle Fanatic. Scorpion Sting. Firebrain Scheme. Might be the only thing they can add. Let's add 2 of those. Now that is an amazing ratio. 25 people here and 9 likes. That's impressive. That is impressive. Alright, we might have to take it into Alchemy too. Alchemy's been frankly a little bit more fun. Hey, what's up, Eulathia? Let's do this. Boom. Of course, I needed more black and I pulled more red. Wesley Santos Cordero. Push. Narnia, how you doing? Get a bitter triumph that. Didn't get a black mana. Life would be a dream if I had a black mana right there. What's alchemy? It's a different kind of standard. It's kind of standard with a slightly different bend to it. Hey, what's up, Zappy? It's standard, but with less of the other sets and more of other crazy stuff. Let's do that. But it's very similar to a standard. Elegy Acolyte, not bad. Bleeding Effigy. No mana. This is what we're... No black mana. This is what we're suffering from right now. Dock Lock Tentacles and the haste from the Aether Drift. Maybe go with black-green or black-red. That vampire is a 3/3 for 5 max, but gives lifelink at max speed. Which vampire are we talking about? I don't even know what vampire we're talking about. Successor. No black mana here. Not a single card of black mana in 14 cards. Yeah, YouTube is doing a weird thing now. I don't know if that's permanent or if it's just a weird... Hey, what's up, Tanuki fam? How you doing? Yeah, I can't tell. I can't change that. I don't know what's going on there. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what's happening. Alright, so we absolutely have to have black mana. We just didn't draw any. Let's take a look here. Let's do that. Probably going to draw nothing but swamps next turn. Hey, what's up, Cheese Blast? 13 matches against... Hey, what's up, Zep Zep? Wow. Still having a mana issue here. Let's do Brynhilder. Ah, you recognize White Bad Audio, huh? The smacks. Still a mana issue. I added a mana and we're still having this problem. Oh yeah, Tuesday we're having the final look at Avatar. You guys, you want? I should live stream it during the day and we watch it together. That might be fun. Order of Nightly. Ooh, he's really putting his eggs in one basket on this one. I like that. Avatar. Oh yeah, you're into Avatar. I'm still having mana issues here. I can't seem to solve it. Just might be Rakdos is cooked when it comes to mana. Wow. We cannot, I repeat, cannot get a smooth draw off this. Like, no matter what, we've played 3 times, and oh, okay, I changed my, I apologize. We did one time get a smooth draw. There you go. Legion Extruder. Let's do this. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Never break the chain. Might kill me in Gestalt mode here. I might bait him out to kill me with Warship. Push. Boom. We'll hold off the timeline crawler there. Francois, how you doing? Benjamin Morud, what's up? Warship. Yep, we'll do that. Okay, cool. See how much more burn he's got. Had some cards stolen. Oh no. What cards were stolen there, Mr. Guy? Magicka Infantry. Very nice. Trying to, if the mana base cooperates. Rakdos doesn't have a great mana base right now, which is part of the problem. Gestalt mode. Okay, that was a good chain. Okay, pretty good chain. Surge foil, Cloud X Soldier, Surge foil. Who stole all your Surge foil? That sucks, bro. I'm sorry about that. He could sweep the board here. Get him that way. Wow. That's terrible, man. I'd complain to the company, or the company head, or the Better Business Bureau, or put them on blast on the internet. Awful. TMTK. Ops goes first. Well, it's an aggro deck. Or all of them. Yeah, or all of the above. Very true. Let's do this. I dream in stereo. The stereo sounds strange. I know that if you hide, it doesn't go away. If you get out of bed, you'll find me there. Open arms. My little dark age. I breathe in stereo. The stereo sounds strange. Policemen swear to God, love seeping from their guns. Just know that if you hide, to turn and run. If you get out of bed, find you there, open arms. Turn the page, my little dark age. Boogeyman, 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 boogeyman. Boogeyman, 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 boogeyman. push. What's he got coming? L's coming with me. Boom. Return. I don't know if we'll get there. He's got a lot of mana now. He looked like he was trying to reanimate something. He put those two in the graveyard, so he's gonna animate him again. Do that. Does he have 2 instant removals in his hand? He would need like a stab and another one. He would need 2. He's down to 1 life here. Okay, we got him. Yeah, the Yuna Cosmetics players, the Yuna players are all deeply devoted to Yuna. That's what we must understand here. So when you see them come out with all Yuna decked out, they love it, and that's pretty much what you're going to get. All right. Not great, not 3.6 Roang in here. Not great, not terrible, but we'll push them. Let's put down Undead Sprinter. Boom. Nothing personal. Six points of damage. He's going to deal a little damage to somebody here. Exile attacking creature. Pop, pop. Okay. Vibrant Cityscape. Abzan Memorial. Let's put down... Let's say black. Let's say enters tapped. Let's do Performing Artist. Yeah. Sacrifice that. That was mana, wasn't it? Could sweep us here, but we can bring a lot of stuff back from the graveyard. Gold Vein. It's gonna go in. Nope. That's gonna be a big nope, Cap. There you go. Pressure. Got to keep steady, constant pressure. That's going to be the key. That's going to be the key. Hey, look, we got a pack of cards. Or sometimes known as crads. It has been known. Impasta Syndrome. Delicious Impasta. Yeah, I think if you keep people staggered on this, this is going to be the this is going to be the stagger. This is going to be the stagger deck. You're going to keep them absolutely off balance until you can stance break them. If people are constantly having to defend, they can't get their combos off. So. Yeah, I think we figured out the mana. He goes first, which I don't like. Boom. Next turn we'll do Brynhilder, I think. Do you think we will have less mana issues with bending C9? I don't know what that word is, Jabby. That was a bunch of nonsense. Beautiful. With Avatar, you mean? Is that what you mean? Not coming, yeah. Wow, you messed up that word bad, dude. Not gonna lie, you fucked up that word real bad. Let's do this. Let's do this. Pop, pop. One life for each creature that died this way. Pop, pop. Okay. Discrad a crad. Let's discrad an effigy. Yeah. You're gonna do nothing. Hopefully he uses that Restless Reef on me there. Ooh, we'll get to draw a bunch of cards. Boom. Boom. Split up. We have no real method to deal with anything here. Okay, we lost all of our aggro. He's probably just going to play more removal. We need more aggro cards to trigger Perforating Artist and the rest of them. Because he's just going to have destroys. So we kind of ran out of gas there. There he goes. Does that. Does that. Perforating Artist. Boom. Yeah, we get all these removals and he's not running creatures. He's just going to have kill cards so he can get River Churn off. There's not going to be a single creature in his deck. There's Singularity Rupture, which is what he needed to hit. Gotta sacrifice something or lose. If he had no cards left, we'd be okay. Okay, so now he can just do River Churn. If we had one more mana, we might have been able to kill him there. Firebending. Yeah, it only gives mana on the attack, which is a problem. We had too much removal there for a no-creature deck. That's the issue. We just drew. If we would have kept the pressure up, I think we probably could have got him. But we just drew bad. Yeah, Firebending gives you mana on the attack, which I think people are... I don't know how people are going to feel about that. It's going to be tricky, but I think Assault and Battery is going to help that. Oh, it's Tanukiti. Torch the tower. Very nice. Hold that. That goes into exile. Sarkin. Sarkin what? Sarkin these nuts. Let's do this. Probably gonna get killed. Orb of Dragonkind. Charming Scoundrel. Generated treasure. Got Magic Hellkite. Sarkandese. Could put down black mana. Actually, we'll put down a red mana. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's push. He's gonna kill somebody here. He's gonna try to pop out somebody. He's gonna kill Fleeting Effigy with Torch. Boom. Hit that. We'll hit that. Alright, so what's he gonna run in now? He's gonna run in this one. He's gonna feel real good about himself. He's not gonna quite make it. Boom. You got that. Landfall. Pop. Look at that. Pop. 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 Outgun the dragons. There you go. Easy as pie right there. No, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Jappy. Normally, it only gives you the mana on the attack. That's kind of the issue with it. When you only get mana on the attack, you have to spend it while attacking. So you can't use it to cast creatures, but you'll have the ability to cast spells, namely burn spells and stuff like that. However, there are going to be some ways around that. But overall, overall, it is going to probably lead to a more aggressive format. I do agree on that. That we do agree. Let's do that. Okay, so we don't have anything to stop Kona. Then we're just going to lose. We have to pull a removal card right now, which we did not do. Brunhilde. Draw. Alright, got a removal card now. Don't think it matters. Pop, pop. Okay. East. Kona. Kona into Omniscience. Oh. Lemon meringue pie. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yes, Electro Assaulting Battery will do quite a bit of damage for that reason. Boom. There's Kona. Now he can flip it and put Omni down. Didn't get the removal, guys. We need instant removal. He's gonna pop Omni. Meringue. Omni should never exist in fucking in standard, man. Look at this. Unlimited card draw. Unlimited everything. Oh, wow. He didn't get it. Well, he could probably cast counter spells real good. Okay, so if he fucks this up, we can do Lively Dirge. We can do Lively Dirge into a fucking Bloodghast, but you'd have to fuck it up real bad. Let's see how bad he fucks it up. Going in. Boom. So let's do this. Let's try to draw out his counter spells here. He doesn't have any counter spells? Don't tell me you fucked it up that bad. I can't believe he fucked up Omni that bad. I can't believe he fucked up Omni that bad, bro. I almost scooped on him, but I said, this guy looks like a fucking... He looks like a chump. He looks like a fucking mark. I think we can get one over on him. I can't believe he fucked up Omni that bad. Oh, man. I said something about the way this guy's playing seems like he don't have a good handle on this. You saw me go click it. I almost did it. I almost scooped. I said, no. Let's see where the fuck this is going, man. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Bird Brain? I can't believe he fucked that Omni that bad, bro. My idea, can I tell you guys my idea? There's a new one called Sozin's Comet. And whenever a creature attack, you get 5 red mana. If you have Sozin's Comet with Bayo, Irritable Instructor, all of the mana, if you attack with 3 creatures, you gain 15 red mana that won't ever go away. So you can either sacrifice Bayos and explode him, or you can cast Luis. So believe it or not, you can do quite a bit of rearranging with that combination play. So I have an idea for a Rakdos aggro that I'll call Fire Nation Attacks. I think it'll work. It requires a lot of different pieces, but I think overall, if we keep it aggressive and burning, I think it will it'll get to where we would need to go. That's my theory, anyways. A game theory. All right. Doof. Hey, what's up, Ponologist? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Undead Sprinter. Boom. Apostate. Delicious impostate. I breed in stereo. The stereo sounds strange. I know that if you hide, it doesn't go away. If you get out of bed, you'll find me there. Open arms, turn the page. My little cage. I breathe in stereo. The stereo sounds strange. I know that if you hide, it doesn't go away. Emrakul, Emeria, Emperor. My game theory is that the Wandering Emperor is equally placed Emrakul. I've heard this theory a whole bunch. There's been the Emperor is Emrakul chit chat and chatter for a long time. I don't think enough has been come out yet for me to tell you for sure. Genuinely, I do not think enough has come out yet for me to weigh in on that. I'd love to, but genuinely, I don't think we're there yet. Alright, I need a little bit more creatures here. A little too much mana. Okay. Infestation. All I can do is put pressure on him, man. Constant pressure. He can reanimate everything, I'm sure. He's got to draw it, though. Let's see, did he draw his reanimator card? No, he did not. And I drew a mana. We're going to do this. Activate ability. Do 4 damage. Boof. He could reanimate, but I could also draw something right here to kill him. That could be Raise the Past. If it's Raise the Past, it sucks. No. There's another mana for you. There's 6 damage. Okay. Drawing a lot of mana here still. What's he got? Sephiroth. Drew another mana. Fantastic. Let's do this. Boom. Great. 33. Really needs his card. Summon Brunhilde. We're going to do this. Alesha, who laughs. For you. For you. Okay. Gestalt mode. We do that. Gains haste. Push. Push. I think we're going to kill him. Yeah. No matter what. He's gone. He's cooked. Oof. My man did not hit his triggers. Okay. Got him. Hey, what's up, Joey P? Alesha's boss for real. Alesha, real gangster. Tuesday, yeah. So far, I've seen a few one. I'm glad we have a Mardu. I'm glad we have a Firelord Zuko Mardu. Sozin's Comet's going to be very powerful in my opinion. I think that one is probably a mythic rare that you should consider. There's also, everyone likes Appa. Appa is an interesting one because it's basically anti-board wipe. Papa Giuseppe, I fought this guy before. He's got a really unique name, so I remember that. Boom. Okay, Gastal. Okay. Returns. Tanuki. Oh yeah, we're in trouble now. Let's do Hairbrained. Brunhilde. He can launch all kind of nukes at us now. Too much mana, we flooded there. We needed a removal. We might need to add a little bit more removal in here. Yeah, because he can cast whatever the fuck he wants now, man. It's going to be real ugly. He can cast whatever the fuck he wants now that's red. Drakaseth, whatever, yeah. Boom. Go in. Oof. Might have a way back here, though. We're gonna see. You could have the protection card. If he's got the protection card, there's nothing I can do. There it is. Push damage on him. But we drew it too late. Ifrit, dominant. Draw cards equal to red. Boom, 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 boom. All he needs is a mana here, and he can put this in, and it hastes. Yeah, we're cooked. Sometimes they have the perfect line, guys. Doesn't matter. Sometimes they have the perfect fucking line, and it doesn't matter. Boop, 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 boop. No removal. If he didn't have, if we would have drawn removal earlier, if he wouldn't have had protection, any number of ways that could have shaken out, but it shook out that way, you know. Ops goes first. I'd love to go first one of these days. That'd be pretty great. Let's start with effigy here. Go in. Pop. Estelle. Okay, interesting. We're going to do this. We're going to say that. We're going to say pay 2 life. Alessia, who laughs at fate. Push in Gastel. Boom. Okay. Hey, what's up, Joseph Steven? Yeah, Rakdos. Hawk to it. Hawk to it. Don't know if he knows I have first strike. He may not be aware of that. May not even know what first strike is. It's a possibility. Endless possibilities. Strat bet. Boom. Strat bet. Boom. Let's push in. Pop. Full speed. Pop. Pop. Okay. Returns. Alright. Cat. Gestalt. Okay. We're gonna do... Want to do Perforating Artist, or we just want to put constant pressure on him? Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking pressure the shit out of him. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. No, he did not have a handle on that. There you go. That's an interesting theory, Ponologist. Emrakul is not gone. Hey, what's up, Ref? I thought today. Emrakul is not gone. She's in the moon voluntarily, and she said she'll come back when it's necessary, or when she's welcomed, or some shit. Who knows what Emrakul is up to? You know? Oh, another pack. Yeah, Perforating Artist is really does bring it together. Really does bring it all together, doesn't it? Guys, I want to tell my combo with Razorkin is Kurus. That's a good idea. I want to tell my loyal viewing audience, the real... Oh, look, it's Fleen. My loyal viewing audience, the real ones, I'm going to try something different with some decks, okay? I don't want you to be shocked at this, all right? What I'm going to do is I might push the Shakedown Breakdown back. I might push the Shakedown Breakdown back after the first game. I'm going to see how that does. Now, I know it's a big break in how we do things, but I think it might change things a little bit. I'm a little bit concerned about the way that the videos are shaking out right now, so I'm going to be trying a couple of new things before we get to Avatar. I don't know if everyone will hate that. Maybe everyone will hate that. But I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. So don't be surprised if I go, hey, welcome to the show. We're going to show you a deck right here. It's mono black. Let's check it out. And then do one game and then say, all right, now for the Shakedown Breakdown. Blah, 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 and do the whole thing right there. That's what I might do. I don't know how anybody feels about this. Maybe it's upsetting. Maybe it's disturbing to you. I have a feeling that he's just going to play Sheltered by Ghosts on me. It seems like that kind of guy. But I want to see if putting a game up front, if we front load a game, does it change anything? I definitely want to see that. I told you it was going to be Sheltered by Ghosts. You don't run this much life gain unless you're also running Sheltered by Ghosts. Yeah. Summon Brynhildr. No attacks. Another Shelter. Helter Skelter Shelter. Told you. Oh my goodness, I'm dying here. Joel LeBlow, King of Krads, welcome. Vanishing Light. Absolutely never had a handle on that. Always had bad cards, and he had 2 shelters immediately. I had no removal. I think I need to add a little bit more removal into this. I think that may be necessary. Lively Dirge, Timeline Crawler. I'm going to say one less Brynhildr. It hasn't been too useful. We'll throw one more of those in there. Delicious Crawler. I go first. Nothing much to do, but I can hit the Surveil right away. Okay. Extra black. You know what? Why not? Why the fuck not? I love Young Frankenstein. Walk this way. River Churn Monument, everyone's favorite Crad. Undead Sprinter. Boom, boom. Oof. Frankenstein. It's pronounced Frankenstein. Okay, everyone. He's going to play a knockback on somebody. But I just need one to hit. I just need one to hit. There you go. He's going to sweep me this turn. That's fine. I'm going to run Lovely Dirge with Gastel. I'm going to run Lovely Dirge with Gastel. It's fine. Ooh, I'll run Gastel with Gastel. Okay. End turn. Raid. Bring that in. Boom, there you go. Okay, so is there a kill card that that can kill on this? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything. It pops up. Aetherize, that's fine. Discard 2 cards. I'll discard Timeline Color and Strategic Betrayal. That's fine. I have haste on everything right now anyways. He did Aetherize. He doesn't have Anomaly. Boom, that cleared out that. Down to 2. Nope, that's not it. That's not it, buddy. Believe it or not, that didn't work for you, friend. Believe it or not, Mill. Listen, we took down Mill. We took down Kona. We're taking down some heavy hitters with this, guys. You know, I think that's worth at least mentioning, right? We're at a snappy 61% win rate, by the way, too. Not bad at all, I must say. I'm pretty happy with our performance here. Pretty happy and pretty snappy with how it's going. I'll go one more for y'all. I thought some super aggro would have been really good. Yeah, Iridescent Vine Lasher could be an option. I didn't want to go too deep into lizards. I didn't want to bury into lizards too much, but it certainly could be. Yeah, Omni Kona Omni. Omnicona. 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 Boom, 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 boom. Fuelo. Hello. Snurlingerhern. A Kerpur. Splurm. Burm. Burr. Yeah, unfortunately, we are in that kind of era right now, man, where it's like, hey, do you love fucking doing nothing? Well, boy, do I have a deck for you. We are in that. We are in an era where you can just get away with that. You can just do nothing, and you know. Then you start getting hired. Claw, yeah, exactly. You get it, Jappy. I mean Joey, not Jappy. Joey, not Jappy. Boom, mill. He's only pulling fucking black cards there. Okay, he's gonna play removal on Undead Sprinter. We're gonna push. Boom. Okay. Yes, that is the win con, is to make the game so unpalatable and unhappy that you leave. I'm literally not joking. That is the win con. To make the game so unpleasant that you just leave and don't come back. Let's do this. Let's do Alesha. Okay. Vengeful Blood Witch. He's gonna hurt me. He's gonna gain a lot of life off this. I don't think there's a way that I survive because he has two of these out, so he sacrifices one. Yeah. He got me too low too quickly. Yeah, there's no way that I survive that. He got too much too many hitters on the board too quickly. Respect, though. Big ups. This is the fucking... I love this shit, man. I will absolutely not complain about that, bro. Fulero, you're a man after my own heart. Fucking banger deck right there, man. That's my shit right there, bro. Yeah, that is a clean GG. Clean GG right there. I love that type of shit, man. I was like, damn, should I run that? Damn. Okay, shorty, okay. Damn, okay, I see what you're doing, man. It's, all right. Clean fucking deck right there. Love it. All right, last one. I go first. Ugh, no red mana, but you know what? Let's push. Firebrain Scheme. Do this. Okay, we just need one red mana here, or anything really. That'll work. Sar Zamorak. Boo doo 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 doo. Boo doo doo. Whoa, Black Betty, Zamorak. So way steady, Zamorak. Got that. Sweep. Supermarket sweep even. Okay. Got him. We're supposed to have a game clock, but apparently that's too much. Ghostly dancers. Hold me closely, ghostly dancers. Boo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo boop. Count the headlights on the highway. %61% in Mythic, boys. Pretty solid. All right, well, we pulled 61% in Mythics. 66 on the play. Not bad for a Mythic aggro deck right there. You see that? You see those big chunks of wins. Even beating Kona and some of the other high meta shit. Kona Omni and even some Reanimators and some other stuff. A lot of people are on the defensive on this one. They can't deal with everything that you're throwing at them as quickly as you're pushing it on them. And they kind of just run out of gas. So real Rakdos aggro right there. All of the ingredients that you could possibly need for the real Rakdos aggro. Even beating Mill, I think we beat like 2 Mill decks. So happy with the results on this one, guys. Very much so. Let's take a look at the sideboard here real quick. Oh, my voice is extra crispy right now. Why is my voice so extra crispy? Why is it doing that? I like it though. Is Solemnity or Delaying Shield a combo or a non-bow? I don't know what that is, Mineral Areas. How you doing following Jason Lazy? Jason Jassy? Jason Jassy? Extra sassy? Let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. Solemnity and Delaying Shield. I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what Solemnity is. Players can't get counters. Counters can't be put on artifacts, enchantments. Yes, so nothing can happen. Delaying Shield. If you dealt damage, put up that many delay counters on Delaying Shield. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove all delay counters. Yeah, they can't gain counters. I guess so, but I mean, it is possible to fuck that up by having artifact removal. Solemnity causes all kind of fucking problems. I remember hating that card. It causes all kind of fucking issues. It's one of those cards that just fucks with the mechanics of the game so hard. It's like if they had a card that said trample, all of a sudden doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's like authority. Authority fucks up so much different stuff. You know, like it just gums up the work so bad. Hey, what's up, Tori Moore? I started the VV deck learning more. I absolutely hate it now. Well, that's called character growth, man. That's called character growth, and I really appreciate you sharing your story here. Welcome, Tori Moore. Welcome, welcome. You're more than welcome here with us. Damage. To the end of turn damage, lose that much life. That creature's controller mayhem. If this was a 2-drop, people would run it. It's too expensive at a 3. I'm gonna have controversial statements only there. Do. Hey, what's up, Gas TV? No, I don't really make that much modern. Fiona. What's up, Fiona Yuki? Browser's still up blocking it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just dicking around right now. There you go. I'm building the sideboard. Yeah, that would be great. VV and Cauldron, hopefully. We'll get some bans and get some wild cards. But thank you for telling me, Fiona Yuki, by the way. That was good stuff. Knife Trick, Crash. I don't mind crashing this. See, the thing is, like, Desecrix is just a fucking worse... He's a fucking worse Alesha. That's all he is. Like, he's just arguably a worse Alesha. And he's not even, like, an uncommon. He's a rare, and it's just like, buy an Alesha. Yes, I believe... I'm not a judge, mineral area, but if it can't put counters on it, it still prevents the damage. If it was worded differently, if it said for each damage you take, put a counter on the put a counter on this thing, I would say, well, you know, you may put a counter on it to prevent the damage. It does it automatically, so you take the damage and it goes on there. But people can surprise you by cuffing a artifact removal in your hand. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't fuck with Modern too much, man. I don't. It's hard to deal with all those cards. It requires a lot of rares and shit. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's a bit of an odd duck. You know what I mean? It's just tricky to maneuver. Yeah. My buddy does, my partner in podcast does. Numbskull, he plays Modern and Timeless and all that shit. He's semi-pro, but I don't really do that. Well, that's because they keep amping the fucking damage. They keep amping it up, man. They keep putting more and more power into it. I'm looking for one last card to put in here, guys. Remember when this thing was useful? There was a brief time that people were playing Iridescent Tiger. Right when Tarkir came out, there was a few weird combos with it, and then it fell off real fast. It existed, though. I swear it existed. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Let's just add a tragic trajectory, I guess. We'll make it simple on ourselves. Right. Day of Judgment skin. I bet I'm just worth that skin today. Let's see. Apparently, I already own it. Oh, yeah. I own every Day of Judgment skin. Isn't that terrible that I'll never play any of them? I own every single Day of Judgment skin. I own that one, the Parallax art version, and the Arcanists. Even the fucking flavor text says that this spell's a piece of shit and it's OP. The consequence of such a spell are too great. Lock it away in the restricted archive and destroy the record in the catalog. They don't want anybody to fucking cast this spell. It says it right there in the cards. Hey, this shit's fucking awful. Yeah. Real shame. Real shame I'll never run this. I got so many beautiful arts on it. The Final Days. Dave. Oh, that's a very fun way of looking at it. I'll get a little bit of lore here. Kaiokian is that whatever spell that you cast, try to figure out what that spell is. Day of Judgment happens. Very, very interesting. Deep spell lore, mystical archive. How you doing, Kaioken? Welcome. When was the last time you were here? I remember you. Sunfall is worse. I just hate that in general. The last time you were here, Kaioken, was 7 months ago. 7 months ago. In March. But I'm glad you're back. With your snazzy cat marathon reveal runner icon right there. Boop, 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 boop. We had a lot of good sets. We had a lot of banger sets, man. I'm not going to lie. We had a lot of bangers. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, well, thank you for coming by, man. It's always good to have you here. If you haven't seen my Universes Beyond video, it is up right now. Star Trek is going to be standard, and if you're curious about how I feel about Universes Beyond, that is the video right there to watch. There you go. Because I got a lot of thoughts on it. I got a lot of thoughts. I got no thoughts. So you can make a do-nothing deck that people will be jealous of. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, when I sit down to play a game, I try to do as little as possible, and I like my opponent to do nothing. Like, you know, my ideal game of poker is everyone just folds their hand over and over again. You know. That's ideal for me, you know. Sephiroth going to be driving the Enterprise with Eddie Brock. Here we are. That's where we're at, Gaz. That's where we're at. Sephiroth, man the weapons console. I, Captain Leonardo. Aang. You get in the shuttlecraft with Katara and Rick and Morty and get down to that planet. Start exploring. Spider-Man. Spider-Man, you and Gandalf are defending. And Gandalf the Grey, and Gandalf the White, and Monty Python, and the Holy Grail's Black Knight. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. It's far as the eye can see. And only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Okay, shakedown breakdown now, boys. Boys and ghouls. Boys and ghouls. Very much so. Ghoulishly good time. Alright. We'll have to put a red shirt on Aerith. That's going to be the... Well, let's see. You know what? Let's think about it. Okay, so how many things do we actually have in Magic? Godzilla. We don't have Batman. We have Godzilla. We have Optimus Prime, so that's 2 of them. We don't have Indiana Jones. We have Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White. We do have a Black Knight, but we don't have MTG Rankings. Cowboy Credit Captain. We do have Captain Kirk. We have... I don't know if we have Power Rangers yet. We have Doc Ock. We have 5 of the people from the Ultimate Destiny song for Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. We got it. Goodbye corpses. Yeah. So we got Godzilla, Doc Ock, Captain Kirk, Gandalf the Grey, and Gandalf the White. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Spock. Yeah, Spock. 6. I'm sorry, 6. Hey, what's up, Bri? How you doing? So we actually have 6 of the Ultimate Destiny songs. Well, that's great to hear, Tony Moore. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. So pretty impressive. Oh, yeah, the stop-motion animated mind control worm thing from that. Yeah, that's terrible. Okay, let's make sure we have the sideboard done on this. Boof. Yeah, we do. Okay, here we go. Remember, I'm doing things a little bit differently tonight. Don't be surprised. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Mono Black, Everyone Dies. Oh yes, it's a very unique Mono Black deck that I think that you're really going to enjoy. And we're going to do a little something different tonight. We're going to show it to you right here. This is a Mono Black Gain and Drain, kind of a combo deck. Super, super fun to do. We're going to jump right into a game, show you how it works, and we're going to come right back for the Shakedown Breakdown. So watch this first, because I think you're going to need to be sold on it. Check it out. All right, guys. Now, to shake it down and break it down, what do we have here? Oh, shoot. I didn't do this. Didn't do this. All right, so I hope you got a good example of what this deck can do and how powerful it can be. Before we get down to the Shakedown Breakdown, I need you to do something for me, though. If you haven't already, please tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button. Because if you don't, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainy for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places you can check us out if we go live. If you ever want to see a live streaming, hit that bell, be notified when we go live at either place, Twitch or YouTube. Get all those notifications, get on Notification Squad. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, check that out. Boom. So what are we talking about? What did you just witness with the combination play of Everyone Dies? Well, part of the reason I wanted to front load you with the game is because I didn't want to reveal the secret too quickly. What this is an alchemy deck. Oh no. Tell you what, alchemy is really good. If you are frustrated with standard right now, and I know a lot of you are going, man, standard is just, man, it's a fucking mess. It's just, I can't get in there. It's too hard. There's crazy stuff. I'm telling you, there is a lot of relief in alchemy right now. So I want to show you this deck that only really requires 3 rares from alchemy. The rest are going to be uncommons. I want to show you what we can do here. So first things first, removal. Tragic Trajectory, this is going to be heavy in Void and Warp. So Tragic Trajectory is going to be the main thing that we're going to run right there. -2/-2 to any target. That is going to be any kind of removal that you need. With Void as well, if you've warped or lost something, it gives a -10/-10. Very useful early and middle game removal. Now here's a new alchemy card right here. Cantor of the Reframe. 1 black, 2/1. This creature can't block. It is a human pilot. Also, the art is sick as fuck. This is an alchemy card, okay? But it's an uncommon, so it's not that bad to craft for you. It's not really going to hurt your wilds that too effectively there. The thing about this thing is, whenever you cast this spell for its warp cost, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield under its owner's control. It perpetually gains +1/+0. So every time that you warp, this thing immediately returns to the board. It can be used as sacrifice fodder. It can be used for, just any kind of attacks that you know it's going to die in. Boom, because you can always warp something and bring it back. Now, if you want more Cantors of the Refrain, yeah, you of course do. You have Song of Point Prime. Another sick art. Look at that thing right there. Gorgeous. 1 black and 1 sorcery. This is another uncommon alchemy card. Again, just an uncommon. Not that much of an investment. Each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. Conjure a creature named Cantor of the Reframe into your graveyard. So now you have another Cantor of Refrain in your graveyard. So whenever you warp, you're going to be able to pull up another Cantor of Refrain out of your graveyard. You're going to have a lot of fodder creatures, even though that they can't block. They're going to be there, and they're going to be able to sacrifice and constantly press the attack. Really, really cool stuff. Now, if we're talking about warp, we can't not talk about Timeline Cruller. The Cruller himself. 2 black, 2/2 haste. You may cast this card for your graveyard using its warp ability. It can warp from the graveyard for 1 black and 2 life. And, of course, it can just go out of your hand and warp for 2. So you have an ability right there for 1 black and 2 life to immediately swing out with aggression. Haste on black is always very powerful right there. Super good stuff, and it will resurrect all the Cantors of Reframe. Now, here's the last alchemy card that we're going to do here. I'm going to get them. We're going to give you the vegetables first. This is the one that I do probably say that you should invest in because it's a really good card. We're only going to put 3 rares from alchemy in here. 1 black, 2 black, and 1. However, 3/3 human soldier with haste. However, it does have the warp ability of 1 black and 1 right there. Human soldier. Whenever this creature attacks, conjure a card named Cantor of the Reframe in your graveyard. Do you see what we're doing here? We are filling our graveyard with Cantors of the Refrain. We are absolutely loading down our graveyard with Cantors of the Refrain. So anytime anybody warps, we can resurrect a bunch of cards. Why would we want that bunch of cards? For sacrifice plays and for fodder purposes. Okay? To constantly be pressuring down. On our opponents right there. Especially with that haste right there. Timeline Caller hasting on 1. Void Caller Devotee on 2. You're really putting a lot of pressure down on your opponent very quickly. So that is all of the alchemy that you need for this deck. That is it. Okay? Just those 2 uncommons. Just those 2 uncommon cards. And this 1 rare card. I'm trying to take it easy on you for all you new people on coming into alchemy. I want you to say, hey, listen, if you're saying, man, Standard is a mess right now, Alchemy is the place to go to feel a little better about it, okay? Now, the rest of it's going to be stuff that you know. We're going to go with 4 Sephiroth Fabled Soldiers, all right? We love Sephiroth. 1 black and 2, 3/3. Whenever Sephiroth enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card. Whenever another creature dies, target opponent lose 1 life and you gain 1 life. If this is the 4th time this ability has resolved, transform Sephiroth. Super, super cool right there. Rare that we get to transform him, but the fact that anytime anything dies, you get pings of gain and drain right there is super good. What I like to do is I like to sacrifice Canter of Reframe or Timeline Color, because Timeline Color can be played from the graveyard, and Canter of the Reframes all resurrect themselves anytime anything warps. So you have a lot of card draw and ping for gain and drain stuff right there. Next, you've got the Caesarean Sussborn right here. 1 black and 2, but however, we have a 1 black warp ability, 2/2. Whenever this creature or another creature or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So that is interesting right there. So now you're getting the gain and drain effect for pretty cheap. Let's say you're attacking on a big turn. You could warp 1 or 2 of these in, and knowing how many creatures of yours is going to die, you can actually affect a lot of damage that way. It's a cheap warp ability to resurrect all your canners, and a great supplement for the gain and drain hit right there. The last 2 are the Spider-Man cards. I like the House That Grows Hungry in this one. Destroy target creature. Each player may discard a card for 1 black and 2. We initially destroy a creature. Not bad. Now we go through the Black All-Stars right here. Each player may discard a card. I don't mind discarding a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. The thing is, if we discard Canter of the Reframe or Timeline Color, of course we can replay them. We can also discard Scrivix the Augmenter and play that from the graveyard as well. So we have a lot of options to discard that are not going to hurt us that much. Then, of course, we exile any number of players' graveyards for all those anti-reanimator. We don't have to do ourselves. We can just do our opponent. So super good card right there. And, of course, Scrivix the Augmenter actually came in super handy lately, man. 1 black, we don't have to cast you for blue, it's just completely black. 1 black and 2, 2/4, kind of a sleeper card. Whenever this creature deals damage to combat damage to a player, look at that many cards off the top. So if you just do 2 damage, you look at 2 cards, 1 in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. So you get to dump away a bunch of other stuff. Again, if you know it's stuff you can play from the graveyard or stuff you don't want, it's not a big deal. You could also, if this thing ends up in the graveyard, meaning if it dies, the symbiote part of it goes away. You exile the card from your graveyard from 1 black and 2 and attach it, give somebody +1/+1 and the other abilities. So you could attach this as Sephiroth, and if he does 4 damage to your opponent, guess what? You get to draw 4 cards and the rest go in your graveyard. So you start really having to get some really good draws there and filling up your graveyard potentially with a lot of options for you. So I really like 2 Scrivix the Augmenters on there. It actually pairs really well. I'll tell you what I like it with. Scrivix and Elegy Acolyte, super good. Because this card, I call it Replacement Sheldred. 2 black and 2, 4/4 lifelink, human cleric. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. So if you hit with Scrivix and you have Elegy Acolyte out, you actually get to draw 2 cards off the top. You're going to get 2 cards for any time you're damaging your opponent, which is super, super useful. Very, very good stuff right there. The other thing that she has there, not only that, does she let you draw cards and is a 4/4 lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, so if anything dies, or if a creature was warped in, guess what? You get a warp robot right there. You get a 2/2 robot, which is great for blocking, fodder purposes, and everything like that. Great for sacrificing with Sephiroth because you have a perpetual sacrifice in grain. So if anything dies, Sephiroth kills something, you're going to warp in another robot, so you can just keep feeding robots to Sephiroth. Crazy thing to say, but it's a true thing to say. So that is what we like right there. Super good combination play, and just a solid card all around to keep the flow of cards in your hand. Now we're going to finish it off with Villainous Wrath. This is where I say everybody dies. This card has won me multiple games. You're saying, Jay, not everyone dies in this deck. There's, a lot of people seem like it'll live. Nope, everyone dies. The reason that I like Villainous Wrath is 2 black and 3. This is a board wipe. Now, I don't normally like board wipes, but I like the first effect of it. Target opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures they control, then destroy all creatures. This will kill your opponent. If you have Sephiroth and Caesarean Sussborn down on the board, guess what's going to happen? Especially if you have a wide board, they have 3 or 4 creatures, they're going to lose 3 or 4 life, then immediately everything dies. Guess what? Anytime anything else dies, your opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life, and anything that we control dies, our opponent loses 1 and gains 1. So we can rip somebody down if there's a pretty big board. If they have a lot of creatures and we have a lot of creatures with Sephiroth out, we could just rip them. We could just do Villainous Wrath. You take 5 damage, and then we're going to gain and drain you for 10. You can absolutely just explode everyone, and then just the game is over. So I really like that stuff right there, guys. I like board wipes with a purpose. I like board wipes for an endgame. Not to control the game, to end the game. I'm not trying to delay things. I'm trying to finish things. And that's what Villainous Wrath does right there. 23 lands with 1 Demolition Field. Demolition Field's very useful for destroying those stupid planets that make Kona Omni work. Very useful card to have when you need it. We're going to look right here. This is an alchemy deck. 25 creatures, mostly humans and soldiers. From avatars to warlocks, vampires, symbiotes. 9 sorceries, 2 enchantments, 24 lands. All black with that blue is not really necessary, but 2.4 average, 2.6 average of 24. That is what we're looking at right there. Beautiful stuff. And some of the sideboard options for my best of 3 guys. Hilderblade is not bad for warp. It does have the ability at the beginning of your end step, if you warped or avoided this turn, you get to attach a 3/1, which is nice. Aggressive Symbiosis is not a bad card to discard and recast it from the graveyard. Nowhere to Run is good removal along with Strategic Betrayal in case you need it. Sunset Saboteur, there could be an argument for putting Sunset Saboteur in this deck as well. That could be a solid choice for 2 drops in case you want to do that. Arch Enemy's Charm for that Exile or that Reanimator. Gravetic Herald is another alchemy card. I certainly don't think you need this. However, if you are already invested in alchemy, Gravetic Herald is a good swap in. You absolutely do not need to play it if you don't want to invest that much in alchemy. You can just go what you have on here. The only one that you really need is Void Color Devotee, Song of Point Pride, and Cantor of Reframe. Those are going to be essential, but it is not that much of an investment to get away from the nightmarish queue that is standard right now. We're going to try alchemy ranked. Everyone dies. You've already seen 1 game. Let's get back to the action. Here we go. Welcome. Oh my goodness, you guys came in right when I was doing the shakedown breakdown for y'all. I apologize. Who just raided in? Turd Gobbler raided in with Dirt Nymph as well. Christmas. Who else is here? Dirt Nymph, Gobbler, Lightning. Take off every Zig for great justice. Move Zig, move Zig. First time chatter from Dr. Goodhump. Amazing. Sephiroth is my homie. That's a fucking crazy name there. You came in with Gobbler. Well, welcome. Let me shout out the Gobbler for you. Nymph, how is the Spider-Man draft? That's what we need to know. Love, Death, and Robots. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Death? You're back. You're back. Joseph Stevens, how you doing? Yeah, I didn't think roaming through this game. I just started today streaming this hour. Hey, what's up? What's up, difficult team? How you doing? Do you guys want to see 1 game before we go? We can show you 1 game. We'll do 1 alchemy ring then. Oh my goodness, Dirt Nymph. Yeah, Spider-Man is not a big hit. Thank you for following AA Ron Cook. How you doing? Welcome to the show. AA Ron Balake. We'll give you 1 game of this just for funsies, because I know a lot of people just arrived, so I don't want to leave you out in the cold too much. AA Ron Balake. Let's do this. Push. Reacher. Boom. Wumping Humpus. Yeah, are you looking forward to Avatar, Dirt Nymph? Or are you not feeling that either? I feel like Avatar is going to be good. I feel like Lorwyn is going to be the biggest set of the season. That's what I think. He's going to trade, which is fine because I can warp in Caesarian Susboard and get 2 of them back. Really? Well, I actually just put up my podcast. Talking about Universes Beyond. how we feel about it, the good, bad, and the ugly. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, there it is. You're not feeling any of them. Wow. Okay. I can feel that. I feel that. Yeah, the lands are an odd choice. The lands were a stranger in a strange land, I think. I don't know what exactly was going on with the lands, but they look a little odd. Yeah, Final Fantasy was a good hit. Lord of the Rings was, but I think Spider-Man was the first time we really had a hard flop. I don't know. I just don't want to look at drippy cheese when I look at my lands, man. It's just a weird thing to look at. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Draw a card. I need a mana right here is what I need. Hey, look at that. I got one. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Can't hear the refrain. Okay. I am worried about that. The next set, TMNT, I'm worried that won't do well, and I'm also worried that Superheroes isn't going to do well. I think Hobbit will do fine. I don't think it'll do any numbers like Lord of the Rings, but I think it'll do fine. But yeah, it is a bit disconcerting, I suppose. Well, like I've said multiple times, superheroes are fantastical. They are not magical. You get me? They are fantastical elements. They are not magical elements. I think that if magic sticks to magical things, I think we're going to be okay. Otherwise, I think we're going to be in deep shit. This dude had fucking 80 million Flood Maws. Fantastic. Good stuff. Turtles, again, they're fantastical. They are not magical. Zaladin of Wind. Okay, so you're going to do that. Each opponent discards a card. The ones who don't lose a life. Boom. Boom. I think they're locked in with pretty much what they have, but I think they need to be more selective with what they do with what they do with their IPs. I think they need to be a little bit more selective, to be perfectly honest with you. That's what needs to happen. They need to say, hey, this one isn't working. We need something else. You know. I think that's going to be the biggest deal. I think there are smart moves that can be made. I think 100% there are smart, clever sets that can be done. But I think that they've got to be tactical with them. I think if you're not tactical with them, then, you know, you risk it. I think it can be done. 100% I think it can be done. We saw Final Fantasy do great, but I think because, again, that's a magical environment that we're in. We're not in this weird fucking situation. We're gonna do that. Watch this guy. He's gonna get fucking steamrolled. He felt real good about himself for a while here. He's gonna get pushed. He's gonna get fucking pressed. Fucking pressed, my man. Oh, we're gonna flip him. Here we go, one-winged angel. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Very nice. Very nice. Now, I'm kind of pissed that I beat number 1635, and I don't get to be number 1635. That kind of sucks for me. I feel like it should be a little different. Listen, I like Zaladin. I don't want to come off as that I hate it. There are Universes Beyond. I loved Final Fantasy. I thought Lord of the Rings was really good. Spider-Man isn't, and I'm very nervous about the upcoming sets. Zaladin, I want you to watch my podcast. It's right up there. It's the pinned comment right there. It explains how I feel about it in detail, because I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I actually think they can do it right, and I think they can do a good job, but I think that there's problems with it. And I feel like if it's me, I have to point out the problems because I love this game and I want it to succeed. So, you know, that's my thing. I don't want to see the game go down. I don't want people leaving and saying, I'm tired of this, I don't want to play it. You know, this is not for me anymore, I'm going to quit. That's what I don't want to see, because I love this game and I want it to be successful and I want it to be around forever. You know, so I have a vested interest in having a successful thing. So I think that some criticism is warranted, but I don't think that Universes Beyond is the worst thing to ever happen. I think it can be done smart, but I think it does need to be done tactically. If you're interested in more, please click that link for my podcast right there. I'd love for you to pop by and check that out, what I had to say there. Dr. Good Hump, Aaron Cook, thank you for following. Jess and JC Quad Pockets. We are flying up right there. I think we are going to get out of here right now. I think we're going to end it right now, though. We are going to move on. Keep on keeping on. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Boy, yeah. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. All right, let's raid you out onto Numbskull, the numbest of skulls. That's my partner in podcast right there. He's going to take care of you from now on. I am out of here, folks. We'll see you in the next one. Adios, good night, farewell, and have fun. Thank you so much, Zaladin, Francois, Joseph, Stephen, Difficult Terms, welcome. Joey P., Tori, True Yellow Dart, Bri, Chris Cass, of course, Dirt Nymph, Death, Gobbler. Dirt Nymph, I didn't even know you're a subscriber, Dirt Nymph. That's funny. The Gobbler, Drogo, Dr. Good, Lith9, Lil 9 Lightning. Thank you all for coming. We are out of our way here. Adios, good night, farewell, and have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. One more like on YouTube. Can somebody give me that one like on YouTube so we can get to 40 tonight? I'd love to see that. Somebody didn't push it. I'm going to train you to push it. Good night, everyone. Adios, farewell, and au revoir. Thank you for following MTG Kyle.